So selecting this, going to mesh and going to the smooth option, and subdivision I am giving the subdivision approximately 3, and I think it could be 4. Okay, very high poly model. Alright, and this is a very low poly model. Now for this model I'm just going to this sculpting tab. If you are using Maya 2015, you can use Sculpt Geometry tool. And for this we are having sculpting tools. Alright, so now you just click over here and you can see, you can sculpt on it. So I'm going to this level a surface. Okay, it is in different software, it is called flatten brush also. So let's check what it can do. So you can see what it is doing. Can you see? It is giving some deformation. All right. Alright, now over here most of the corners we should paint like this. I should sculpt like this. Fine. Alright, so you just need to give the detailing like this here and there. So keep giving some detailing. Okay, we can add some detailing to these places also, just to show some depth. Randomly I am giving marks, just randomly. All right, I think this is enough. You will get the idea what I am trying to do. I am not trying to finish the object, but can you see the difference between this model and this model? This is much more realistic than this. This is looking made in 3D, but this is looking realistic, as if made out of plaster or something. Alright, now I want to transfer this detailing to this model. So what can be done for that? I'm going to the rendering module, and inside lighting and shading I'm having one option called transfer maps. Alright, so you have to decide which one is the target and which one is the source. So this is the source of the detailing and this is the target of the detailing. So I'm selecting this is the target mesh, add selected, this is the source, I'm going to the source mesh and add selected. So make sure the name is visible. This is poly cube shape 1, this is poly cube shape 2. The names are visible. Alright, and now what are the maps we need? We decided we are going to use normal map and displacement map. So let's check. I can see two normal maps, so remove one. So alright, I took double. One displacement map, one normal map, and what should be the setting? The file format by default, I guess it will be DDs. So DDS will be the default file format. I need to convert it into anything, like it can be JPEG, it can be PNG, it can be Targa. So I prefer Targa. It is a 32-bit file format, so I prefer this. And for the normal map also the same, and make sure map space you are keeping object space. We generally use object space. Alright, and this is the Maya common output. What will be the map width? So I'm taking only 1K, 1024 by 1024. If it is a very highly detailed model and you want the output high resolution, then the map also can be 2K, 4K, so 2048 by or 4096, like that. And here also transfer in object space, because over there we selected object space. And sampling quality I am keeping it high, and you don't have to change anything else. These are the things you should change. And now just bake and close. So you can see over here it's being baked. Alright, we have got something. You can see I have got Lambert 2. Okay, now select this and click on it, and you can see this is the Lambert 2 connected to this. Once again I am connecting it, and in the bump mapping the bump TGA is connected, the normal map is connected, and over here in the shading node you can see this is the shading node. There is a displacement material, and over there the displacement map is connected, and this is a displacement utility. Alright, so first of all I am coming to the displacement utility and clicking and making it 0 so that you can understand what's happening with the bump. And I'm just rendering it. If you cannot see anything in your scene, make sure you are creating a light so that you can see things in the rendering. Alright, not too much. So coming to the bump node once again. So this is the bump you can see, and selecting the bump node, and I am making it should be tangent space normal. Okay, it should be, you can see the detailing is visible, and I am creating bump also, and you can see it, you are getting the detailing, but only the illusion. If I click on the alpha, you can see over here the distortion is different than this. This is the original surface, and it is actually not deforming the geometry. So that is normal map. I am making it 0.1, but it should be here. Maybe I will keep bump, but actually when you are creating normal map from a different software, it should be tangent space normal. Over here it is giving a very different kind of result, so I am keeping it bump for now. Anyway, so now I am making it 0 for now, so that we can understand what's happening with the displacement. I am coming to the displacement map and making the scaling 1, and let's check. You can see what's happening over here. Okay, lots of distortion. Let me tell you one thing. Whatever normal map or displacement map Maya is extracting from transfer map, this is not the perfect one. Okay, so if we are using ZBrush or Substance Painter, we can get very high quality normal map and displacement map that can be workable in a project. Okay, so this is just for the learning purpose. You can understand what's happening through these maps, and that's the goal of this session. Alright, so you can see we are not getting the right kind of detailing. So, and the why it's happening so, because in this the geometry is low poly and this geometry is high poly, so it's very difficult to transfer the high poly detailing to this low poly object, isn't it? So that's the main problem. So I want to subdivide this low poly model. So for that, what can be done, I don't have to go to the mesh and smooth it, no. So I'm just selecting this and I'm going to the shape node. This was the transform node and this is the shape node. Okay, just click on Arnold, and inside this we are having subdivision, and subdivision type, instead of none, I am making it cat clerk. It's just a different kind of calculation. Alright, so the iteration, instead of 1, I'm making it 2, means I'm subdividing it, and let's make it 3. You can see the detailing is much better. I'm making it 4, so 4 times I have subdivided it, but then also the mesh is looking too distorted. So how to fix it? I am going to the TGA file, okay, coming down, and inside the color balance, this is the alpha gain. It is deciding the maximum deformation for the surface. So I'm making it 1, and always remember alpha offset has to be negative half of this value. So if that is 1, it has to be negative 0.5, isn't it? Okay, fine. I'm making it 0.5, so it has to be negative 0.25. Better, I think it should be less, 0.2. Alright, it has to be negative 0.1. Much better, isn't it? Okay, so like that you will get a particular value. It can be 0.12, and this can be minus 0.06. Okay, some kind of value, until unless you are getting a proper result. But now you can see the deformation, you can see the corner also, and if I switch to the alpha, you can see now the corners are also getting deformed. This is the difference between normal map and displacement map. Displacement map can deform the geometry, the original geometry, but normal map only can create the illusion. It cannot deform the original geometry. Alright, so fine. And as I told you, this displacement map is not 100% perfect. That's why we are getting some other deformation also, but you understood what I am trying to do. And once again I am making it 0.1. Alright, so the high poly detailing we are getting on the low poly model. Okay, so this was today's session. I think you understood what is the difference between normal map and displacement map. Alright, And if you are using later on, definitely we are going to use ZBrush and Substance Painter over there. When we'll extract the normal map and displacement map, it will be much easier for you to work with, and we can get very good quality displacement map from ZBrush especially. Alright, so this is it for today. I will request all of you to make a very simplified object and make a detailed version of it, and try to transfer the detailing through normal map and displacement map inside Maya itself, and let's check how the result you are getting. Alright, all the best. Thank you.